What's up, Nick? Nickolay
What's up?
Shchetinkin.
What's up, Teddy?
Yo, so we live on YouTube. We don't
Nice.
get like that many people usually like on these lives because people just watch my shorts. But
Oh,
after the lives are done, people watch it. Like some people watch it.
okay.
Yo, so I wanted to do a live because like I know we chat privately because we're like because we go way back and stuff. I've known you
Yeah.
since like forever.
Since 2003, probably.
Yeah,
Yeah.
2000.
So
Yeah,
it's
2003. That's when
22
you entered
years.
Micah, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Crazy.
You were already there for 1 year when I got there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, it's wild, man.
What? Remind me, did you live in, did they have what was the freshman dorm called?
The Commons,
The
bro.
Commons. Were you there
Yeah,
freshman year?
yeah, I was there.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That shit was that was fun. I wasn't that
Yes.
social though, but there was a lot of
Yeah.
action happening.
It was scary coming in first year of meeting. It was all new people. Like you didn't know anybody when you got to college. Um,
Yeah, like yeah,
the first
that's for
thing I
sure.
heard was that the Commons was designed by someone who designed prisons. Did you hear that?
Oh shit, that's why it looks like a fucking okay,
That's why it looks like a prison. Yeah.
dude, dude. They had bars like on that thing, didn't they?
uh, maybe. I mean, the parking lot was, definitely barred up, I think. But then
Oh
again, the
wow.
neighborhood wasn't so good, so
Yeah, yeah. And look, it made sense to lock us in because otherwise other people would come in.
so you're saying we're the animals?
Yeah,
They didn't want
Animal
us getting
Farm,
out.
man.
Yeah.
Dude, I miss Micah, man. For those of you who don't know, like Micah means Maryland Institute College of Art.
Damn. Yeah, it's in Baltimore.
Man,
Baltimore,
Baltimore,
Maryland. East Coast, Blue Crab, Chesapeake Bay.
dude, I still see like fucking criminal activities on the news fucking from Baltimore. But
About
that shit didn't
Baltimore?
change.
Oh my gosh. You ever heard of that Citizen app? Do you guys have that in Taiwan?
Nah, what was that?
No. It's like some app that got popular here, and it's just like it reports like all of like the stabbings and all the thefts, all the assaults
Mhm.
that are like happening in real time on the streets. So you just drop in your location, and then you have these little buttons that come up. And you click on a button to see what happened on a specific street corner, like an hour ago or 10 minutes ago,
Yeah.
or it's in progress. And it is the scariest thing ever. My wife had the app for like a month, and it was just so
Dude,
stressful. She had to delete it. You can't live like that. I mean, some people
wait,
can, but
like looking at all the violence
hmm
activities in Baltimore in real time.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
that's fun.
yeah,
Dude, like I wouldn't be able to concentrate. I would just be like reading that the whole time, you know?
yeah.
That's wild, man. Hey,
All right.
so Nick and I, we go way back. We've known each other for like um 20 oh my god, it's 2025. 23 year 22 years.
Yeah,
Dude, if someone was born from the day we met, they would be graduated from college already, bro.
yeah, yeah. When you graduate, 21, 22.
Oh six,
So yeah.
man.
Well,
And so I remember the coldness of Baltimore. Like most of the year was like winter, basically.
you feel like that? Oh, I mean, you came from Texas, but
Yeah. And then I went
but
to Taiwan, which is even hotter.
yeah, that's true. I mean, when
So we
I
got
when
like
I showed up in Taiwan that one time a few years ago, I was longer than a few years ago. This shit was
oh
sweaty,
yeah, that was
but
wait,
that was
did
real
your wife
nice.
come with you?
No, no, that was my ex-girlfriend. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we
She
got
went
we
to
got
get
we got a lot
Moss
of stories
Burger.
from college, man. Got a lot
Like,
of stories from college.
yeah,
Shit. Dude, when I was in college, when I entered college, I actually didn't know what I was doing. I just kind of like, it was like the college that paid me the most in scholarships. So I just went to Micah. And
that's
like the other
awesome, man.
colleges that I got into SVA, I got a scholarship there too, but I didn't go
Yeah,
because it gave me less money,
yeah.
you know? and
SVA
SVA
is
was like
Savannah.
School of Visual Arts in New York.
Oh,
I
okay,
was actually
that's
going to
what
go
it is.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
But it had like two buildings, and there was like a walkable distance between the two. But
Yeah.
it was nice as hell though. I'll tell you
I
that.
heard of that school was good. Yeah. Sorry, I was confusing it with SCAD, Savannah College of Art and Design. But yeah, it's SVA. But
SBA.
then the other one in New York is at Pratt. Pratt
Yeah, I
Institute.
think I applied to Pratt too, but I don't know if I
Pratt.
got in or not.
Yeah, I don't think I applied there.
Yeah, I actually visited Pratt. It was nice. It was hella nice. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, it's a good
beautiful.
school.
Everything's walkable, and it's safer than
Oh
some
yeah, then
places. You
Baltimore.
know,
Absolutely.
probably, man.
But that's the nice thing about Baltimore.
Mm.
How how dangerous it was because it kind of kept us a little closer. Nice and
Yeah, it
cozy.
did. I know, man.
you know.
I was at, what was that? What was that apartment I was at? The
Oh,
Sutton
Sutton
place.
Place. Sutton Place. Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
was there for like 2 years.
You were there with.
Remember breakdancing on my linoleum mat?
I remember that. Yeah,
That was fun, man. That
yeah.
was
To the
fun.
same kind of carpet that I have here right now.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah.
Dude, time flies, man. It's crazy.
Sutton
Like
Place is pretty
having a
cool though.
kid and then having another
Yeah,
kid, it's like, dude, you know? I think that
yeah,
was like the biggest change, man, since I graduated from school.
yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, it definitely adds a lot of responsibilities on you, but it's nice.
Yeah,
You know.
for sure, man. It's like you had the first kid, or, and then it's like, I feel like a different man, like physically.
You mean you're a lot more sore these days?
I'm like, I, I think a period of time, I was more negligent of my own existence when I had my son. It's
Yeah.
like, it's like there was, like, it was as if I didn't exist before my son was born.
Hmm. I don't
Because
see it like
the
that for myself.
perspective
Yeah.
is how you see it.
No, no, I see it as the opposite. I see it as, well, I don't see it as the opposite. I mean,
Oh shit!
it's just
That's funny.
for me, it's two different existences. Um, and they hardly overlap these days, between like, not getting to see friends as much and, not
Mm.
talking to the cats I used to talk to. But a lot of that stuff is on me. It's just like,
Yeah,
we got to make an effort to reach out and, you know, say hi and see how people are doing. We can't really
that's true.
expect other people to do that for us.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I'm like, dude, I feel like I don't have any friends. Like, no one's reaching out to me. Like, or are they not reaching out to me because I'm not reaching out to them? And then it's
Yeah,
like, well, then
yeah,
who reaches
that's how
out
I
to who
see it.
first? You know?
Yeah, to me, I think it's like it's not about who reaches out first. It's just like as
Yeah,
long as someone reaches out.
yeah, sure.
Um,
I mean, but like, there have been instances where like, people reach out to me. They're like, hey,
yeah,
um, maybe some people get to talking, and they talk, and then I'm brought up in the conversation somehow,
yeah,
and they reach out to me. I'm like, hey, what's up? It's been a while. This is random, but it's cool. It's like those who are still alive from the old days. We won the lottery in a sense, right? First we were born, and then it's like, you know, and the second one I feel like is when our seed grows, when our kids grow. It's like, oh
mhm,
well, we won the lottery a second time when our kid was born, and then the third time we won the lottery is like, you know, like decades after, you like we get to reconnect with someone. It's like, oh, you still alive? Yeah, me too. Oh, dope. Okay, so we're not dead yet.
yeah,
That's cool. A
yeah,
lot of people die. It's crazy, man.
sure.
Yeah, a lot of people die, man. Like, shit, I knew some people who died. It was like I didn't even know they died until someone told me.
Oh, are you talking specifically about like classmates from Lincoln? From being more
Nah, dude.
days?
Before that, in my old
Oh,
days,
okay, okay,
hey, this person died from this, and I'm like, holy shit.
yeah,
Like, I didn't know they didn't get to experience life after a certain age, and just feel more like shocked.
Yeah.
Yeah, and kind of like sad, but you know,
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Life's mystery. Yes.
Yeah. You ever see like when someone passes away and then like their family members still like keep up, their Facebook channels or something like that and like send a post like once a year or a few times
Mhm.
a year, you know, oh, this guy
Yeah.
loved this and he loved doing this or she loved that, and you know, it's a nice way to kind of keep that memory going.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is like ever since social media became mainstream, like I stopped using social media as a private citizen.
Yeah.
So like liking families, Facebook, like I don't do that anymore because I don't even go on those profiles anymore.
Yeah, I see it. I acknowledge it. I don't necessarily like, give a like or a heart. Sometimes,
Yeah.
occasionally, but I do stop and I think about them or I think about it for a second. Their post or what they said, and um,
Yeah.
yeah, it's not like I just like doom scroll right through it. You know,
Yeah, for sure.
uh, um,
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I, you know, swap swap accounts to a private one, and I'm just looking at like what what's everyone doing that I knew before social media took off, and then it's like, oh, okay, they're still doing well, but there's a chasm between people like me and normal people who still exist in the physical world. Like they go out, they meet people. Yeah, influencers do that too, but people like me who kind of are isolated introverts who just kind of make AI all day, or they kind of make stupid jokes on camera.
yeah,
And that was kind of like why I wanted to do social media. I think you've known that I wanted to like to do some like theatrical acting and some shit.
yeah, yeah.
Um, and I feel
Well,
like
we got to get you in a
it's some
film, Teddy.
that'll be dope.
Yeah, especially
You
with the
know?
new hairdo. Looks good, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I could
Uh,
definitely help with the marketing in that regard, you know what I'm saying? Post that shit
yeah.
everywhere, man.
Yeah.
We should do it there. But it's always been a dream. But that's the whole reason I got into this space. And then I feel like after being in this space for such a long time, I feel that part or part of that part is satiated. Like, okay, I'm on camera. It's what it feels like. A lot of actors are now doing this shit. It's so weird, man. Like, when actors are not filming, they're doing skits and shit. It's like it's so weird.
Uh,
Yeah.
Ever thought about writing your own thing? Your own feature or short?
Yeah, I mean, I was doing this AI project where it's like I was working on a story before I even went to Micah. I was working on a story this like fantasy story, and then over the decades, it's like kind of sat there, and I kind of added to the world every now and then now I get to like add a little bit more to it. But
Yeah.
it's like to create a feature is like something else, man. And I
Yeah.
feel like yeah, people are gonna watch shit horizontally if
Oh
they're
man.
sitting down, right?
Sure.
But if they're
Yeah.
not sitting down, they're gonna watch stuff vertically. So it's like, well, I mean, I can make a vertical film
You could.
or a
Yeah.
horizontal film, and people do vertical films, but not much. But they
Yeah.
do
There
well.
was
But
there was a whole like a channel dedicated to vertical filmmaking. I'm not
mhm.
sure where it's at now. Um, I think they lost a ton of money actually. Uh,
Dude, you should look up an account on TikTok called Eavesdropping.
okay.
Yeah, it's like a rom com, and it's a vertically filmed, and the lighting is just like fucking Amazon Prime, dude. It's like very nice. It's just
Okay. All right.
it isn't like that level, but it's like yeah, it's about that level actually.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's good too. Like the
So,
the dialogue is good and it's funny.
what would they shoot something like that on a phone or like just get a nice camera and
It looks like a
turn it
nice camera, dude.
turn it
It looks
90
like they have a
degrees?
boom mic, or it sounds like
Yeah.
they have some kind of mic. Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, if you said the lighting is nice, that means that someone's really thought about
yeah,
production value.
it's good, but it's like
Yeah.
that is few and far between. That
Yeah.
shit has been trending on Chinese TikTok for a while, like that kind
Yeah.
of stuff, like vertical dramas and shit.
Okay. Are
Um,
they episodics?
yeah, I mean
Okay.
this one's episodic. Eavesdropping is episodic.
Eavesdropping. I'll check it out.
Yeah,
I'll write it down.
it is so
Yeah.
good. Like I watch it and I'm like, dude, I want to see the next one. Like, do they get together? Like why are they fighting? Like who's this new girl, who's this new guy, and they have like recurring characters, and like they almost get together but they don't. It's like, dude, you just like watch it. It's good.
Yeah. Oh, when you watch stuff, do you sit down and you watch every minute, or are you one of those people that like, move the slider down below and the time gets, one and a
I mean,
half times, 2 times speed?
the watch time. Normally, because on TikTok, when you doom scroll, every
Yeah.
video restarts at 1x speed.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like I'm watching everything like at normal speeds,
Yeah.
which is good because I get the full experience. But it's like when I watch stuff like this, which is longer form and
Yeah.
more of like, but it's more acting than it is social media. But it's on social media and it's vertical, and it feels like it was made for a vertical experience. And it's like but it feels like I'm watching Amazon Prime and Netflix.
Yeah.
It's quite good, man. Like I would recommend doing that, dude. I'll definitely jump in your videos for that. It'd be fun, man. If we do a kind of collab.
Yeah, it'd be cool. It'd be cool.
Guys, follow Nick. Check out his stuff. He's a VFX artist.
Yeah, I don't have much online presence, so don't worry about, name dropping me. Yeah.
You don't have to, man. You just gotta be talented, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's crazy, dude. Is anyone from Micah on social media? Like, are they doing like crazy shit?
Not that I know of, Teddy. I think you're the only one.
That's wild, man.
Yeah. It's not really, yeah. I think when we were talking to Ted the other day, it's not really our generation kind of thing, It's,
For the most part, you're right. Like,
I feel like it's the kids
there are
that,
some people
came
like me
after us.
Yeah. Also, like people who never found their way, like me. Like I never found my way. Like, yeah, I wanted to. It's like I wanted to get into the film industry, but like I didn't want to start over because I was so old. I felt so old. It's like, damn it.
Yeah.
Got all these young kids, better looking, healthier, more fit, and here I am. I'm like 41.
That's okay,
Like,
man.
do I really
Because
want to
some
start
people
over?
don't make it in TV until they're 50.
But see that, but they start when they're 20, right?
They did start earlier for sure, and they've been grinding. They've been grinding for 30 years,
Yes.
and then they have a breakout role.
I would
Yeah.
love to have. I would love to have a breakout role.
Yeah.
But I'm like at the same time, I've been in the AI space for 4 years now,
Yeah.
and it's like, holy shit, man. I predicted that film would have its mid-journey moment, and now it's happening.
Yeah.
When it's like uncanny valley, you can't tell. Like it's no longer AI slop because you can't tell if it's real.
Sure.
It's like that happened. Like I think in 2024 it happened.
Yeah.
Which
I
is
mean,
crazy.
did you see that Wu-Tang video that Ted posted?
Oh
It's
no, I
like
didn't.
it's like the entire. It's like a new Wu-Tang track, and the entire video is AI. That looks pretty good. I think.
I mean,
I think it's
I'll be
cool.
honest.
Yeah.
I've used a shit ton of tools, mostly for text to video. Like I use
Yeah.
Runway, Luma, Pika, Kling, Hilo, like 5, and I was
Sure.
like paying a shitload of money, especially for Kling, because the quality is so good that the credits are like really high,
Yeah.
and for like every usage. But like, dude, it's a Chinese model from an app called Kuaishou, which is a competitor to TikTok
Mhm.
in China. And like, dude, they came out with like this thing called Kling, and a lot of people use it for text to video and image to video. And so far, they're like, I think they're the top right now.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've used Runway back when it did look like slop. Like Runway Gen 1 and Gen 2. Yeah. I haven't
I mean,
really
if you
gone
see,
back to it, but
I mean, if you see Mid Journey back in the day too, it was also like, oh, like what, right? And then like everyone predicted, it was just gonna get better, and then everyone else laughed at it, and then it
yeah.
got better, and then it's
I
like,
mean, it did
okay.
get better. Yeah. Sure.
And now GPT, they just dropped, 4.0 image, text to image, which is, everyone's doing like Studio Ghibli stuff. Have you seen that?
I haven't. No. No.
Yeah, everyone's like, reimagining memes and politics moments
Yeah.
as Studio Ghibli. and
Yeah,
it looks just like Hayao Miyazaki. It's crazy.
yeah. Yeah, Miyazaki, he spoke words on AI. Did you hear what he said?
Yeah.
Something about it being inhuman and how he would never use such a tool.
Yeah, but I think that was like he was watching some kind of like body horror stuff back in 2016, right? Something
Oh,
like
was
that.
that all the way back in 2016?
I mean, that's I didn't get into it, but I just scroll on X and I'm like,
Yeah.
okay,
Oh,
people
you
missed out the
use
context.
X? Huh.
That's how I keep up with AI is because everyone's sharing it on X.
Okay.
Um, so that's
Yeah.
how I know like what tools to use.
Yeah.
Um, but if you want to know what's new, X and TikTok are the two places,
Yeah.
and then Reels, they catch up like 2 to 4 weeks after TikTok.
Yeah.
Like
Are you on
if some
Reddit at
cat
all? Or no?
Reddit,
Yeah.
I used to use it. Why, is it still good?
It's alright. I mean, they get a ton of ads now, and,
Mm.
they've IPO'd and they've got, shareholders that they need to answer to, but it's okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool. But it's good seeing you, man. Shit,
Yeah.
it's been a while since we last talked. I think I had my daughter in between our last conversation. I don't think she was born yet the last time I talked to you.
Hmm.
Um, but it's a tough industry, man. Social media, because you know, you always have to be relevant, or you become irrelevant very quickly. And then
Yeah. I heard it's a grind, You got to put things out daily. Is that what you do? Are you putting, daily content out there?
if you're irrelevant, you need to put out daily.
Yeah.
But if you're relevant, then you don't need to put out daily.
Okay.
Yeah, because you're already in the like
Right.
I Show Speed is in China. Everyone knows
Yeah.
about it. I'm sure you know about it too.
I haven't heard about it. No.
Oh shit, okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
But like
Yeah.
Gen Zers or anyone younger, they love I Show Speed. I didn't know he was famous in China until like this week. He went
Okay.
there, he was like followed by everyone. He walked the Great Wall and like crowds were followed him. Um and it's interesting because I didn't know he had Chinese fans.
Yeah.
So that's awesome actually. Because that makes me want to go to China and check it out.
Yeah. I love China. I've been there a bunch of times.
Are you going back there? Wait, which province are you from?
Me, I'm not from any province in
Oh,
China,
I'm
but
sorry, your wife.
my
Sorry about
wife. Yeah, my wife is. She's from Hebei province. She's like three
that. Kobe.
hours east of Beijing.
Oh shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, my wife is. I think my wife is from Guangxi.
Okay.
So I might go to Guangxi
Yeah,
or like whatever. Dude, we should do like a meetup there. Do a little live
yeah. We
streaming
can.
there. It's
We
fun.
can. I think the next time I'll be in China is probably year and a half, maybe earliest.
Yeah.
Yeah. Arthur's only 9 months old right now, so I'm probably gonna wait till he's 2.
Dude, have you seen Josh VFX?
Yeah, I've seen it. Like Josh does VFX or something.
Yeah, I love that
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah,
You
he's
should
pretty
do shit
cool.
like that, bro.
Yeah. It's like a different beast, Teddy. You know, um,
Yeah.
I do work on, TV shows and movies,
Mhm.
but I just don't have time to do work for YouTube. It's different.
It's a different. It's
It's
a.
different.
It's so. It's like you're in corporate as like maybe you're a freelancer in the corporate world, right? And you're mad talented. Um, you could make so much money off just YouTubers who need
Yeah.
VFX. Like there's
Yeah, but
so many creators.
I'm not here to sell like a course or or sell some training. As much as I like to share knowledge and help my coworkers out, you know,
Oh,
uh,
oh, not to
it's
like sell a class, but like
yeah,
it's like,
yeah,
yo, I need to spin around like a tornado in this scene. Like, how much do you charge for 6 seconds? And then it'd be like $1,000.
yeah,
Hello. You know, you could like sell services like that. Like, hey, you want to look like you're running fast,
Yeah,
like the Flash? I could do
yeah.
that for you.
Oh,
Here's my work. I
okay.
actually work on the Flash.
Yeah,
Like, dude, you have so many credits to your name that any YouTuber would be like stupid to not consider you.
yeah, but I'm not like those guys. I'm not like Josh. Ian Hubert. Have you seen his stuff? Like Dynamo Dream.
Wait, but Josh VFX is like
Yeah.
he's an influencer and a VFX artist, but you don't have to be an influencer.
No, yeah, I don't want to be an influencer. Yeah, but also, I mean, YouTube clients would be different, and I'm not trying to throw shade or anything like that, but
Mm.
the way that I work is it's not fast and it's not sloppy. So,
Oh,
yeah, it's I'm meticulous and I'm a noodler. And that can be a fault, because I noodle too much, you know.
mm.
I'm a little pixel fucker. That pixel ain't right, so I'm going to re-render this entire thing. That is,
Perfectionism.
yeah, it's not a viable business model. That's I wouldn't survive as a business like that. Um,
Man, that's hard though. That's hard then.
yeah,
How do you how do you survive then? That's hard. Cuz
yeah,
it's like if you're a perfectionist, then it's like every project you get. Have you talked to a YouTuber and said like, "Hey, how long of a turnaround do you expect?"
yeah. No, never, never. I've never really sought after work in YouTube.
Dude,
Yeah,
YouTube is like
yeah,
it's where all the eyeballs like it's what everyone's watching on TV now, right?
yeah, yeah. It's there. I know. Ticket sales, movie sales are down, and the younger kids, they don't see movies quite as often as we used to. Back in like the 30s and 40s, families would see movies 4 times a week. Can you believe
Yeah.
that? They'd go to the movie theater 3 or 4 times a week in the 30s and 40s. And since
Mm.
then, that count has gone down. Some people don't even go see a movie, you know, every 6 months. Some people haven't seen a movie out in the theater in a year. So I mean, yeah, there's definitely been a paradigm shift. Um,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, everything's lifelike. I mean, there's too much to keep up with. There's like there's a war right now between I don't want to say a war, but there's like a race, right? So you've got like on one hand you have the US, on the other hand you have China, right?
yeah,
And so there's an AI race right now. And China was able to tank the US stock market through DeepSeek.
yeah, I heard about that. Yeah,
Like that was the biggest loss in the history of the US stock market. Like that was the biggest loss ever
yeah,
because they were training on, there's a lot of rumors going around like, hey, they were training like on
untrained
OpenAI's data.
material. Yeah, I
But
heard that. Yeah,
was OpenAI training on, you know what I'm saying? It's like at the end of the day, it's like
yeah,
whoever gets there first matters.
sure.
And it doesn't, I don't want to say this carelessly, but like whether or not your data is trained on doesn't matter anymore. It's sad to say.
That's a whole nother issue.
Yeah.
You should talk to Kim next time. You know, she's got a
And
lot
I'm
to
going to
say
say this,
about
right?
AI, and
I'm
she's
going to say
such a
this.
talented illustrator. You
I
know,
know, but
she's such a
there's so many
talented
talented,
illustrator. Sure,
like
there's a lot of. Yeah.
sorry, go ahead.
No, 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 go ahead.
No, I actually I tested it with Midjourney, right? I was like uploading my own art. Like that took me like weeks to do. Like each one took me like 7 to 14 days to do. Like each drawing. It's kind of it didn't like big drawings, but like this big, right? I used to use like
Yeah,
pen and whatever, and I uploaded them into Midjourney, and I had it reimagine it for me. Or first of all, I had to describe what it saw, and then and then I pumped out my own art style through Midjourney, and it created better art than me in my style. I was like,
yeah,
holy shit,
yeah,
that's over. It's over, man. Like I don't know what else to say. And like, and now it's like the only art form is the footage of me painting. which would probably be worth more than the actual painting itself because Midjourney can just make it better than me.
Yeah, but
Even like little flaws, like
Midjourney
nuance.
doesn't use the materials you use when you paint. You know, they have a
Yeah.
final output, but it's flat. You know, there's no layered paint. You know, there's no texture of a canvas. There's not a real human brushstroke in there. You know, it's simulated. So I don't know. There's
But
definitely going to be
yeah.
a market for, you know, real hand drawn art and illustration and painting.
I mean, for the most, for the vast majority of us who cannot afford, like, not afford, but like pay for the 1%
Right.
Sotheby's auction art, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, we don't care because our eyes are not like we spend more time looking at a screen than we do at physical objects
Sure.
because we're not the 1%, right? So you have like the people buying the stuff care, right?
Yeah.
But who's buying it? It's like, well, the 1% is buying it. Well,
Yeah.
yeah. And so it's like, yeah, texture matters to the 1%, but that's 1%.
Yeah. But you know, you should. I think.
I'm not saying like I'm against
Yeah.
artists because I'm an artist too. Like, I
Right.
still,
Right.
I still have a studio here in Taiwan, right?
Sure.
But it's like, um, but you know how like you have to like go to where someone is. Like if I'm talking to my kid, like I have to bend down. I have to meet him where he's at, right?
Okay.
If I want to meet people where they're at, like uh, for the 99% of people, they're at the screen, like a vertical screen.
Yeah.
They're not at my studio downstairs.
They're not, but I think some people would prefer to be at the studio and see you in person and, you know, actually socially interact with you, not just through a screen. You know,
I would be blessed, but I've become a meme.
like would I
And
rather watch videos of people partying in Cabo or Ibiza, or would I actually rather be in Cabo partying? You know, it
mhm.
would be the latter, not the former.
I would be grateful if people preferred to see me in person. But
Yeah, dude,
if
I'm coming. You know,
But here's the thing,
I'm coming over.
there's a huge difference between like Teddy Wang
Sure.
as a TikToker versus Teddy Wang as a live streamer. No one knows me as a live streamer, or Teddy Wang the podcaster. It's like uh, the average person watches a million videos a day. They're not gonna care about TikTokers and Reels creators as
Yeah.
much as they do a live streamer. Because why? They spend hours watching that live streamer. So it's like there's a currency of attention. That's why
Okay.
Speed is the most famous influencer on earth right now.
Yeah.
Like he had 100,000 people watching his live stream on YouTube when he was in China live streaming. How is it possible?
I don't know, but guess what? I've never heard of this dude. So you're speaking to like someone totally on the other side of the pond.
No, that's cool.
Yeah.
It's good because then you could tell me what's going on over there.
Yeah.
You know.
Tell you. Tell you. We got a lot
Um,
of problems here in Los Angeles. You know, subsidies are killing the VFX industry. You know, studios don't want to make as many films anymore.
that is
There's a lot of
crazy.
stuff going on over here. You know.
I mean, it doesn't sound as crazy because I'm not on the receiving end of that.
Yeah.
And I try to do art in Taiwan. I think I had a few solo exhibitions, and I was a part of a few group exhibitions as well.
Yeah.
But it's like, it wasn't until social media where it's like, holy shit, I'm able to. It's like performance art in a sense.
Sure.
And yeah, I was
Sure.
able to put some art here and there of clips of me drawing, but
Yeah.
that was few and far between. I think I had like one or two clips of me
Yeah.
drawing, but it's like
Yeah.
people like to see. I just have to give them what they want,
Sure.
you know.
Sure. Yeah. You can give me your gallery exhibitions. I'll gladly go see those. and you can give the other people who love this stuff, the streams, you know. But I want to
Also,
walk through that gallery space, I want to see your work there.
yeah. So I think there's like that. That would be great if I was able to live stream my drawing and painting, like whenever I'm in the studio.
Yeah,
Because the process has become more important than the product in this age, right? And you could have talented artists from Micah or from wherever who make it while they're at Micah. There have been cases where it's like, dude, people have been snatched out of Micah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, holy shit.
sure.
And they were doing great things before they had a chance to blow up. It's like, what? Here I am, like I had like an identity crisis. I still do have an identity crisis,
Yeah,
right now as well. It's like, dude, I'm making so many kinds of content. It's like, which content should I do? I'm doing AI, I'm doing acting. I'm not really acting. It's more of like
yeah.
being a clown, right? Whatever. But yeah, it's weird.
I
It's a weird
mean,
world.
some of those artists that you're talking about back at Micah, they never really flourished as like an artist in their own right. They went to work for some bigger artist.
Oh,
They
okay.
were swallowed up by like the machine, the art world in a sense. And like they never actually they're not doing like a solo thing. They are
I
like
see.
another cog in the wheel. And I don't want to sound rude, but
Mm.
that's what it is. Um, no, I'm a cog in a wheel, the you know. So yeah.
No, but
At least you're doing it solo. You can, dictate your content however you like.
I make YouTube videos, right? I'm okay. In a sense, I'm a cog in the wheel because it's like I have an algorithm, I have an analytics, and
Yeah.
I look at it, and let's say I've got 10 different videos
Yeah.
going in 10 different directions. I like direction A, but the algorithm doesn't like that direction.
Sure.
It wants direction B, but I
Right.
don't want to do that kind of video anymore.
I gotcha.
But I have to do video B
Right.
because it is my version of a cog in a machine because
Sure.
video B does better and it
Right.
it keeps me in the machine as a cog. But
Yeah.
video A, it's like kind of what I want to do, but it's like can't do it all the
Yeah.
time. I have to do it like 20% of the time. The 80% I
Okay.
got to do like yeah.
I mean, that's a
What the
choice you
other
got
way?
to make, and that's a choice you have made. How do you split your time up between things that get more responses versus the things that don't?
Yeah.
But things that don't get much response might make you happier than the things that do. Um, yeah.
Yeah. Even like the ones where I was making art. I think I've made like a few videos where I'm painting and stuff. I love doing those,
Yeah.
but the algorithm doesn't like me doing those. So it's like
So funny. Man, you gotta toss this algorithm out. Here,
yeah, it's easy it's
throw it
it's easy
away.
to say and it's reasonable and I should.
Mm,
But if I had a full-time job, then I can say that.
yeah.
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 But it's like I have to split my full-time job into two part-time jobs.
Yeah. Are you teaching? No? Or
I
what?
used to. I stopped
Yeah.
2 years ago.
Okay.
And then like ever since COVID hit Taiwan, we had this like hiatus where like nobody went to school, nobody went to work. And during that time I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna go all in. And it was really hard the first year. Like it wasn't like month to month. I didn't know if I could feed myself and my family. It was like week to week.
Yeah.
And then like this year it's like I just got a Tesla, whatever. It's a nice car. Everyone's hating on it, but like
Yeah. Yes.
it's so comfortable. Dude, there's like a heater on the steering wheel, bro. Like what the hell? I just found out the other day. But it's like other stuff. Like I could afford a Roadcaster. I could afford this mic. I could afford the camera I'm using. It's like
Nice.
I wasn't able to do that when I was starving week to week. But it's like I had to stay in the game long enough so that I could grow a thick skin. Number one. Number two, it's like so I can. It's hard to say. Be on the same wavelength as like someone who expects this much every month.
Yeah.
It's like it sets the tone for like how I'm gonna see this next month. Like I expect to make this much or I expect to have this many millions of views.
Yeah.
And it's like, I have to, like, I'm pressured to hit 100 million views a month on YouTube. I'm pressured to do that. But you know,
How far are you towards that goal now?
I mean, I've hit it. I think I've hit it before a couple times, but I don't remember if and when.
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah.
there's been times where I've gotten close, and there's been more than less where I've gotten much further away. You
Okay.
know, there's been times like, oh, I hit this many, but it's like all the socials combined, like on Instagram, like on my AI account, I hit like 80 million views a
Oh,
month,
damn.
and then on my bigger Instagram, I hit like less than 20 million views. It is so
Okay.
weird that I realize that followers are not everything, and that
Yeah.
the algorithm wants views more than followers for you.
Okay. I mean, you're talking to someone who doesn't know anything about these things, so it seems like you are on the right track, though. You know.
I don't know. And it's like, yeah, I do want to do the acting thing, and like, I'm able to kind like to be like a pseudo writer through my captions on my
Yeah.
videos for AI, but I don't have a lifetime to learn how to be a writer. And I think that's what AI helps people like me with, is that
Yeah. Yeah. I
my
could see
skill is
AI.
fuck all. Like I am like, I have no writing skills at all. And it's like, you just use AI to write it for me.
Yeah, but
And
you
it
got
sounds
ideas,
stupid.
right?
Yeah. I mean, I have
Yeah.
ideas, but I'm 40 and I'm not going to spend another 20 years trying to be Stephen King. He's like one of the best, right?
Yeah. So,
So it's like,
what's the show you want? What's the show that you like
so
that you want to mimic? Do you want to mimic anything out there that you like really like?
yeah, I do. Cause I was always like, I mean, we're the same age, and we
Sure.
probably watch the same Saturday morning cartoons, or like the same,
Yeah.
the
I mean, like
same,
what? Like X-Men, Spider-Man, like those old
yeah,
ones
X-Men,
on
like
Fox.
anything Marvel, DC,
Sure.
a bunch of shows, like Pirates
Captain
of Dark
America.
Water. I was into that.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
Yeah, Pirates of Dark Water was a really good dark fantasy show.
Okay.
Eon
Ant-Man.
Flux.
Oh,
Remember that?
yeah. I love the Young Flux.
Eon Flux is
Yeah.
so dope.
God, that movie was so trash. I'm sorry. I hate that movie. Yeah.
I'm not gonna say anything because
Just
like
not
I didn't
good.
really watch the whole thing.
Okay. The show was great though. Yeah.
uh, LOTR,
Yeah.
Potterverse.
Yeah.
I was a huge fan of those. There's so many more.
Yeah.
Treasure, whatever. Some Nicolas Cage series that I really like. National Treasure was really good. I like that.
Oh, okay. National Treasure. Yeah, I've seen those.
That dude is underrated, man. Nicolas Cage is underrated, dude.
He's he's very prolific in his movies.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
dude.
like Keanu Reeves in a way.
Yeah. Yeah. Nick
John
Cage.
Wick was dope. It's like
Yeah.
anything like fantasy-ish, sci-fi-ish. Black
Yeah.
Mirror also
Oh,
like that
Black
too.
Mirror. Yeah. Yeah, I never finished all the seasons. Season 1 and 2 though were pretty good.
I'm watching this show on Apple called Foundation. You've seen
I
that?
started it, didn't finish it.
Oh, okay.
I was a bit slow.
Asimov?
Yeah. Asimov. I do like Asimov.
Dude, you know that I Robot is like a prequel to Foundation.
Yes. Yeah. And
It was like when the robots existed.
everyone shits on iRobot, but it's pretty solid.
Yeah.
It's pretty solid, dude. Yeah. I really love uh that director. Jesus, I don't even know his name. He did a movie called Dark City. Have you seen Dark City?
Yep.
My God, dude, that is
Dark
the
City was
coolest
fucking crazy.
science fiction movie I've seen.
That scared the shit out of me when I was young, man.
Yeah. Uh,
It's like at night, everyone's sleeping. You got these
yes.
fucking people dressed in
Yes.
shadows and shit. Like,
Yeah.
what the
Those like
fuck?
little night walker guys. They're like flying
Yeah.
around. This dude wakes up. He has no memories.
Eh. The hell?
Dude,
Ethan
Jennifer
Hunt.
Connelly.
Or is it Ethan Hunt or Ethan Hawke?
No,
Ethan Hawke, right?
no. Ethan Hawke was in Gattaca,
Oh shit. I
which
got
is
it mixed
another
up.
great film.
Gattaca was so good.
Gattaca's
With Uma
amazing.
Thurman?
Yeah. Gattaca's the same guy that did In Time. Did you see In Time with Justin Timberlake?
Yeah. The whole
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
oh, 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 oh.
Dude,
Yeah, that was good, man.
that was like a lower budget film, but I thought that was pretty good. That is, yeah.
That was great.
Yeah,
A lot of
he
those movies were
wrote,
great.
that same dude wrote The Truman Show,
Oh, that was so good, man. Jim Carrey.
which is great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love The Truman Show.
She was like, well, until next time. There's so many good shows back then, man, in films, and now it's just a bunch of woke trash. No offense.
Oh, give me an example. Not
Well,
to
I
put
can
you
go.
on the spot.
Let me just go on Netflix right now. I can go on Netflix. I'll just scroll through and tell you. Look, off the top of my head, right? Uh, the 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 woke. Okay, so there is like a definition of woke, and so I can get banned or attacked for this, but it's like everyone knows it but doesn't say it because they can't identify it, but they know
Yeah,
it. So it's like
yeah,
you have a lot of multiculturalism like that works, and then
sure.
a lot of multiculturalism that doesn't work.
Okay,
So, for example, you have stuff like foundation, which works. Everything you
sure.
have black, white, Asian, everything, and it's like you have a wide diversity cast, and it's like it works.
Right.
And then you have stuff like I don't want to say the rumors of Snow White, but they're saying all kinds of shit about it, right? Like
Yeah,
they didn't cast actual dwarves, but aren't there
yeah,
dwarves that need work in Hollywood?
sure.
Or they had like there's a lot of like race swapping happening
Yeah,
in Hollywood. Um,
yeah,
and then there are arguments for it, like this company or this studio probably needs to hit like a limit in terms of their diversity of requirements.
yeah.
Is that true? Because you're in the industry.
I don't know about that. I don't make any decisions like that. But
Yeah.
you have to remember though, Teddy, that Snow White is fictional. It's a fantasy. Just because it was done one way 50, 60 years ago,
Hmm.
it doesn't need to be redone in the same exact way, you know?
Yeah, that's a topic of discussion. Like you have historical fiction, and then you have
Yeah.
like fantasy fiction. So
Yeah, you can draw a line, I think, with
yeah,
historical fiction, sure. But like with something like Snow White, I feel like, you know,
yeah.
it's a fictional universe.
Um, there's also like indoctrination. It's not just film and TV, but it's like across all forms, every facet of media in society, right? You have, comics, manga, whatever. You have TV shows, film, animation, books, where they kind of like subtly put messages in there, right? Like in the background, you see like, you know, uh, like a trans couple or something, like
Yeah,
just casually in the background, or like, okay, they've always existed. That's cool, but like subtle stuff like that we didn't notice before. Or
hmm,
like, I even saw some pages out of like a book where it's like some dude like doing this to someone else, and it's like a kid's or like a teenage kid's book or something. It's like,
hmm,
ouch. I didn't see that growing up. That wasn't in my library, and it's like
yeah,
it's okay, some people like that, some people do it, it's fine, but it's like I'm seeing it everywhere. I'm not saying it's wrong or it's like bad. I'm just saying like it's very like, what I'm saying? Like, it's not accidental. I think it's coordinated and it's fine if that's what they want. But it's like, admit it. It's fine. Just admit it. Like, that you put a lot of these things in certain scenes are banned in China. Like, in the recent Netflix show, the animation, what's that called? A League of Legends, right?
okay.
Wasn't there like a League of Legends animation? What's it
There
called?
was, yeah, there was. I didn't see it,
Yeah,
but I hear it was great. I heard it got good reviews. A
it
lot
was
of people
great.
liked it. Yeah,
It was woke, but it was really good. That's the thing. Like,
you keep using that word. uh,
okay, okay, when we grew up, right?
yeah,
We didn't see a lot of like we didn't see a lot of like gender stuff. You and I both, like, we didn't see a lot of us. Like, yes, they existed, but we didn't see like we didn't see it all the time.
yeah,
And there's a conspiracy. Either either there's more and more of these people because uh because they're either coming out or because they've always been there. Now, if they're coming out, then it's like, well, have they always been this way? I don't know. Either way, it's fine. I'm just saying, like, it's very common if you look at the old movies in the 90s, because you and I watched a lot of shit, right?
Sure.
Like,
Seen a lot of films, yeah.
yeah, like we didn't see many movies with like gay sex scenes. And that's okay.
No, but that's
I mean, they
probably
existed.
because, of the times, It
Yeah.
was hard to at one point it was hard to even show a kiss on screen. Or,
Yeah.
the whole Madame X painting in Paris, right? She had
Hmm.
the original painter had painted her with her strap down over her shoulder.
Yeah.
They made him repaint the thing so the strap was over her shoulder.
I
Like,
mean, I'm not saying there's
what? A
anything wrong with
strap?
like
Are you
being
kidding me?
gay or trans,
Yeah.
but like in China, they actually took out the scene, like the character. Like there was that scene where like those both of those girls were like at the end of the season two. Arcane,
Arcane,
Arcane.
that's it. Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
China took out
Yeah.
those girls like leaning on each other at the end of
Sure.
the season two, the last
Okay.
episode. Yeah, people talked about it, but it didn't make a splash in Western
Yeah.
media that China took it out.
Yeah. Well,
But it's
I
like,
mean,
you know, uh, it's okay. Like lesbian scenes, gay scenes, like I don't care to see that. I just don't want it to affect the quality of the content. So I'm
sure.
okay with seeing like gay scenes and lesbian scenes. It's like whatever, right?
Yeah.
But it's like, do I have to see it in every piece
I
of
could make the same point for,
fiction?
heterosexual sex between a man and a woman in the movie. I could sit there and be like, was that scene really necessary? Did they really need to show us two people, having an intimate moment?
That's true.
Or could
You're
have they
right.
just
Like,
cut all that out? Because, like, I mean, I'm watching 300 right now, and all of a sudden, like, we go from a battle into the bedroom, and I'm like, oh
yeah.
boy, like, what's happening?
That's true. That's true. I mean, if all the movies had gay and lesbian scenes, and then only a few movies started to have heterosexual scenes, then I would notice the heterosexual stuff, right? But if everything was heterosexual since you and I were young, and we kind of watched that growing up, and then
Yeah, we
all of a
did.
sudden you have like a
Yeah.
flood of like, a wide diverse pool of,
I think
like,
I think what
yeah,
you're seeing is representation, though, Teddy, and I think that's important.
yeah.
I think you're
It is,
seeing
yeah, yeah.
people being represented, when they weren't really. And some people want to imagine that those people don't exist and they shouldn't be seen. But I mean, that's where we are now in society. That, like, representation is an important thing in society. You know?
Yeah. I mean, I agree. It's just I'm 40 years old, as are you, right?
Yeah.
So we so for the last 30 years we've been alive. We've been seeing like one kind of content, and then the last 10 years we've been seeing a surge in another kind of content. It's like, okay, it's okay. That's cool. They're being included, but like it used to be like every 10 movies. Now it's like every movie, which is fine. If you notice it, it's fine. But and if you notice it, and then you say like it's it it's like, come on, that's not happening. It's like it's just happening. It's fine. It's happening. I don't mind.
Yeah.
It's like the fact that people deny it is what bothers me, right? Like the fact that people deny it's happening. It's like, dude, come on. Like we all see it. It's okay. I don't mind it. Just say it's happening. It's okay. I mean, I don't. Oh,
Yeah. No comment.
yeah, that's cool, man. It's cool. I know
Yeah.
it's a complicated topic.
Sure.
This is a
Sure.
topic that I think about a lot because, like, um, you know, and it makes
Is
the
there
world more
something that
colorful.
scares you about this topic? Are you scared or bothered in a way, or
I think it's
like,
like it's like the deny. It's like the mass denial of it bothers me. Like I don't mind it's there because I'm
yeah,
not I'm not gay because I don't care, right? But it's like the mass denial of it. It's like, oh, it's not there. It's like, and then everyone's like, and it's not just the U.S. people saying it. It's like every country is like, there's a split group of like it's not there, and then there's like another group that's like is there, and
Sure.
it's like who cares? It's just like okay, it's there, but it's like why are you denying it? It's like you don't
Yeah.
have to deny it. It's there. It's fine as long as it doesn't affect the story. That's what I'm saying. Like you have diverse cast. Like The Matrix was diverse for its time, right? Really good movie. You have
Yeah.
Foundation, which is one of my favorite TV shows. Very diverse. But it's like, uh, wait, are there gender scenes and like different gender scenes in there? I don't remember. But it's interesting. I think this world changed a lot, which makes life interesting. This last 20 years, it's changed a lot, man.
Yeah. Sure. It sure has.
Yeah.
You have countries who have changed a lot, and there's countries who haven't changed much either. So
Hey,
yeah,
you're from Russia, right? Like original. Oh, Azerbaijan.
I was born in Azerbaijan. Yeah, yeah. I was born in
Dude.
Baku, which is on the Caspian Sea. I believe the
Yeah.
Chinese Empire watched their swords in the Caspian Sea at one point
No shit.
in history. Yeah, at least
Wait,
on
you
the.
guys have history with the Chinese, like with the Chinese people?
There's a famous Chinese poem where the guy, the poet says that our soldiers have washed their swords in the Caspian Sea.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's not wild.
Yeah, that's wild. You know, there's a whole like situation, right, dude? Okay, are you affected by the war? Do you have family in Russia or Ukraine?
Uh, there's some family friends in Ukraine, yeah,
Yeah.
and there's definitely some family in Russia, yeah,
Shit,
yeah,
that's wild, man.
yeah. That's absolutely wild. Yeah.
Dude, this is
Now,
the craziest
we're
shit
touching
I've
on
seen
every
in my life.
subject today.
What's up?
We're touching on every subject today.
I don't mind, dude. If you
Yeah,
mind, then we can
yeah,
stop. I'm all good. You know,
yeah,
just tell me, just like Teddy. I'm like, all right. Let's just go. I
yeah.
can talk about anything. So that's the
No,
thing.
I've got many thoughts on the war, but I don't know. I'll probably keep it,
Yeah,
you
that's
know,
fine.
to a
I'm
minimum.
just saying, it's the
Yeah,
craziest shit I've ever seen in my life. That and
that's pretty
then
crazy.
the whole Israel thing is also the whole Israel Gaza thing is also like the craziest shit I've seen in my life.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And it all happened under the last look. It either happened long before the last admin, or the last admin was the spark that lit the fuse. Either one of those things, or both. So now I'm in Taiwan. I'm like, well, we're the last fucking spark, aren't we? It looks nice and sunny here right now. You know what I'm saying? But like, you know, that's why, you know, going back to the U.S. is always in the back of my mind, right?
Yeah. So when are you gonna
Yeah.
come?
Shit. If shit actually goes down, like, I'm so disappointed, like already with like how things are going. Like, Taiwan just needs to be like, just needs to keep everything PC, right? Just like, don't rock the boat. That's all. That's your only fucking job is to don't rock the boat. You rock the boat, you know, everyone's gonna drown. You know what I'm saying? So it's complicated because like we're Chinese,
Sure.
you know. My family's from Fujian province. We came over here from China, and most people here are also from like China. Just look at our fucking face. You know what I'm saying? So you know, there's a whole debate between like, you know, which is the real, right? But it's like we probably came from, you know, back when I don't know if we came before or after the Civil War, but it's the same damn people. You know, that's
Mm,
the funny thing. It's like Taiwan is just Chinese people on an island. But there's also Aboriginals here
sure.
who theoretically share blood with Hawaiians and Samoans.
Oh well.
If you look at them, it's like, dude, it looks like The Rock. It's like the same kind of people, you know?
The Rock.
But it's interesting because he's like Samoan, right? Or something?
I think so.
Yeah. So, I hope none happens. And so it's the whole pity of what's going on right now, and it's like politics is just like everywhere right now. It's like I don't like talking about. Well, I have opinions about it, but I don't like talking about it because everyone loses money when we talk about this kind of shit.
What does that mean? What do you mean by everyone loses money?
It's easier to talk about family-friendly shit
Yeah. Oh, you
than
mean like as
polarizing
a
shit.
as a content producer? Is that what you're talking
Yeah,
about? Okay.
like people want to pay to put their advertisements in a video if
Sure.
it's family-friendly.
Yeah.
They don't want to put it like in the middle of a video that's like talking about a war that supports what like this side of the war, and then it's like
Yeah.
alienates half their customer base.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I try not to go too deep into it.
Sure.
I just try to
Sure.
say like,
Do you feel
oh,
like
this
you're
is how,
walking on eggshells when you talk about these things?
yeah,
Yeah.
but you know, but yeah, representation is a good thing. I just want more funds to go into the storytelling, and then if you have any extra money in the budget of the film, then yeah, put it into diversity. I think it's okay, But it's like the screenplay comes first, and too many films have terrible screenplays.
Yeah.
Too many.
Yeah.
And if you can't get that right, then what business do you have thinking about diversity or thinking about like what camera you're going to use? Like use an iPhone for all I care. Like just make the screenplay good and then make sure you
Yeah.
have somebody who directs it well. It's like I don't
Yeah.
care about anything else. I don't know. That's just me though.
Sure. Sure. I mean, but what you might find good, and someone might say, "Hey, that's a stinker, Teddy. What are you talking about? That movie's
The Matrix.
like no good." You know, and what you might find a stinker, someone would absolutely adore it. So I mean,
That's true.
that's the whole thing. There's a lot of voices out there in the world, right?
That's true, man.
Everyone likes different things.
Mm,
Um,
that's true.
yeah, I have my personal film taste.
Mhm.
Like I love The Notebook. Do you love The Notebook?
I haven't watched it.
Oh boy,
I should watch it.
it's a wonderful film, man. Great film.
Is it on Netflix?
I don't know where it's at. You know,
Yeah.
yeah,
I should watch it though.
yeah. I got a soft spot for that movie.
Mm.
Yeah.
Dude, you got softy, man. You got like you're very sensitive. That's good. You know?
I feel like I'm consciously trying to stay open-minded as I get older because I see my parents, and the older they get, the more close-minded they become. And I don't know if anyone else has parents like that or has noticed something like that in their parents, but I'm just like, were you like this when I was a kid? Because I thought you were like a lot more like had a much bigger heart, you know? That's how I
Mm.
remember my parents. My parents had bigger hearts. They had big hearts. But what happened? Why do I feel like they've kind of closed themselves off now a little bit? And so now I'm like very consciously saying, okay, stay open to new ideas and new things. Um, Otherwise I'm going to alienate myself and then I gotta, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's yeah.
Wait,
So
did
that's
they
kind of my
change or did you
perspective of
change?
it. It's a great question. I think does it matter? Because the way that I remember them is big hearts, open,
Mm.
friendly. I mean, I could say like so many nice things, you know,
Yeah.
um, about my childhood, and how they raised me.
Mm. That's wild.
So it's like that's the same kind of childhood I want to give to my kids. So
But
uh,
see, when our kids are gonna grow up, then it's gonna be a different world than our world, right?
yeah,
Like we're
sure.
starting to
I
see
mean,
that.
there's no way that I'm going to be able to understand what the kids that are growing up today are going through, because I'm not in that space.
Mm.
Um, but that's why I have to stay open minded for it, for them, because like, man, they're navigating like shit that I don't want to navigate. Um,
Mm.
they're You know, they're seeing a lot more things than we did as kids, like you were saying.
Hmm.
So it's just like, how do you want to be perceived by your children? You know, and everybody's answer is going to be different. You know, I just know the way that I want to be perceived by them. So
Yeah.
it's like, have you asked yourself that? Like, what are my kids going to think of me? You know?
Honestly,
Yeah.
I just want to make sure that they survive. Like my first priority is like, will my child survive childhood? Number one,
Sure. Yeah.
will they survive physically survive?
Yeah.
Number two, will they mentally survive the rest of their adulthood after they survive childhood?
Hmm.
Because they could
Well,
kill themselves.
what's
God
childhood?
forbid,
Like,
right?
what's the age range for childhood? Are you including the teenage years? Because
Yeah,
those are
until they're
tough.
18 or 21,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
Once their brains are fully developed, it's like, how will they treat other people?
Sure.
How will they treat themselves? Will they drink themselves to death? I hope not.
Yeah.
I hope they have goals or some semblance of a direction that they can work towards.
Yeah.
Like they don't have to survive in society, but they have to survive. As long as they exist, they have to survive.
Sure.
Like I'm kind of outside of society right now. Like I'm not really here, but I'm not really like online. So I'm like doing both.
Okay.
But it's like I'm sure everyone feels the same way. I'm sure you feel the same way too.
Yeah. You know.
You're always working on something, and that's like digital, right?
Yeah. It's digital. It's digital.
But like,
Yeah. I'm
I just
inside the computer most days.
and I have a
Yeah.
daughter too, so it's like, shit. Having a daughter changed me in ways that having a son could never have changed me. You know,
Yeah.
because now I see every woman as someone's daughter, and then I see every woman as a baby
Yeah.
or was once a baby.
Yeah. That's interesting.
It's crazy because yeah, I had my son Eden, uh, and yeah, he's cute. He looks like a small version of me and everything, but
Yeah.
you should hear my voice change when I talk to my daughter Ocean.
Hmm.
Like there's like I didn't even know I had that voice
Yeah.
like like in me. Like just
Yeah.
to it's like you know, um it's
Yeah.
like it's like she's the delicate flower that could wither
Yeah.
if I just hold her the wrong way. You know, it's like that. And then it's like
Yeah.
a son is like, okay, you know, I'm tougher on him. I want him to be strong, to take care of
Sure.
my daughter,
Yeah.
or to take care of others, right? And then my daughter is like, I want her to feel taken care of by
Yeah.
everyone.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird, right? And it's like I'm always worried about like, shit, my daughter's gonna grow up, people are gonna chase her. What am I gonna do? Like,
Sure.
I gotta, you know, I gotta teach her to, you know, like, don't let anyone touch you, in any way. You know what I'm saying? Or like,
Yeah.
even my son, I'm like, dude, don't touch anybody in certain ways. You know what I'm saying? Like, be respectful of people's boundaries. You know,
Yeah. Absolutely.
it's so weird, right? It's like I have a different feeling when my kids are of either sex. It's like very different experience. Yeah, I don't know.
I got two boys, so yeah. I don't know what it's like to have a daughter. Yeah.
That'd be cool to have two boys. They could just, run around together, get into trouble together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Dude, I was telling a lot of people through the years like that, not you, but like I was, yo, I had a friend who took me to all these like scary places in college, these like haunted houses and shit. And I would
Oh
tell
my
the
God.
stories
Yeah.
because I used to
Yeah.
be in like the high school and the junior high school system, right? And I used to like
Yeah.
every Halloween I would tell scary stories, like shit that
Yeah.
really happened to me. Like some of those
Yeah.
stories is like from when you were telling me some scary shit. Like, we went to Henderson, we went to
Henryton.
Rosewood.
Yep.
That shit was
So
scary as hell.
yeah. So Henryton was a old tuberculosis center that shut down like over 100 years ago. It's in Maryland. I think they've
God.
since destroyed it. You know, Um, the only way that you could get in there is, walking
Mhm.
up some train tracks. You remember that? We
Mhm.
had to hike up like a mile and a half through some train
Yeah,
tracks, through the tunnel, and then you get into this like deteriorated complex. Um, and
dilapidated.
everything is just like falling apart inside, and we show up and it's nighttime.
So scary. And
It's so yeah.
there was that isolated Korean motel. Remember that? It was like a convenience store, and like with a little Korean neon signs right at the cusp of the entrance into the rail, the
Oh yeah, yeah,
abandoned.
yeah. Yes, yes, there was. There's that building there. It's like right there off Marriottsville Road.
It's still there.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's still there. I'll let you know when I drive by. I'll
That's
pay
some scary.
attention. Yeah, and then Rosewood was an old mental institution, right?
Mhm.
For the people who were deemed insane or needed mental help,
Yeah.
mental issues. And that place was huge. That place was like dwarfed the size of Henryton. That place was incredible. That looked like
Mhm.
straight out of the movies. Um,
Mm.
and they had underground tunnels, and that was how we got inside
Wait, that was
Rosewood.
underground.
Remember we got onto the yard, and then we
Mm.
took a tunnel. We took the tunnel system to get into the basement of the buildings. It had like a maze of tunnels underneath.
We were there.
Yeah.
I
Yes,
thought we
we
were
were
just at the
there.
ground level. That we entered that dark tunnel.
We entered through a dark tunnel. Maybe you were not there that night because I went there a few times with like some of the
Mm.
Micah cats, and yeah, we
Mhm.
went into a tunnel system and we ended up underneath like the huge mansion type kind of like house. Um,
Mm.
it
That's
was
so
pretty
scary, man.
incredible. Yeah, there are filing cabinets, papers all over the place, and then that night was so windy. You could just hear like the doors.
I was there, bro. I was there. That was scary, bro.
Yeah, it was, dude. It was scary. Yeah. You didn't know
Remember?
what was happening. There was wind, it was just banging all the windows and doors.
Oh my god. I know that. Wait, that was Rosewood, right?
That's Rosewood, yeah. That's no
Yes,
longer
yes. I
there. They like
I
tore
remember
that
the
place down.
underground thing, but that
Yeah,
was not Henryton, right?
that wasn't Henryton, no.
Yeah. So I remember
Yeah,
that, and
yeah,
I
that's
think one
Rosewood.
of us opened the door in the empty mansion,
Yeah,
and like 100 bats flew out. Like that was crazy. Remember that one,
I don't know. I don't
dude?
remember
You
that, but
open it, and like 100 bats just burst out of the door, dude. I swear to God, there was like one or two of us with flashlights. And not
yeah,
even like some of us had cameras. Some motherfuckers were even walking around with no flashlight, no camera, and they were just
yeah.
walking
There were some people. Yeah,
like
some people were
on
not
a stroll.
afraid. Yeah, yeah,
Crazy.
they weren't afraid.
Those are the days, man.
Yeah,
I miss it. I miss it,
yeah.
but those who survived adulthood until now need to deal with what what's
Yeah.
happening now. So
Did we ever take you to Crybaby Bridge?
was that scary too? What was that?
Yeah, that was scary too. Crybaby Bridge was like a place like deep in like the woods in like northern Maryland or something, where
Yee.
the Ku Klux Klan supposedly drowned black babies in the river. And if you go onto the bridge, you could hear the
No.
babies crying.
Oh God.
Yeah, it's fucked up,
That's
dude.
messed up. That's
That's so
fucking
messed
messed
up.
up.
Yeah. Uh,
Wait, so
but
so did you actually hear babies crying?
no, I don't think we did. And no,
Man.
I don't think we heard. Um, did we do Soldier's Delight together? Do you remember that one?
Dude, we only went to two places, bro. Two haunted houses. Two haunted places.
No, there was another place in Maryland called Soldier's Delight. Um, Maryland had like a few battles in the Civil War, I think. And if you park your car at the bottom of a hill on a specific road
Yeah.
and you leave the car in neutral, right? Your car will drive up the road, And the story is that one of the old Civil War soldiers are there behind your car, pushing your car up the hill, like the
Oh
ghosts
my
of
god.
those soldiers. Yeah,
Oh my god.
yeah,
That's some crazy shit, man.
yeah,
Man, I wish I went to those events y'all went to, the scary places in Maryland. But those two places were really fun, you know. Instead of going to the club, instead of going to the bar,
yeah.
this is a better use of time because it's more memorable because
Sure,
we're
it
not
was.
trashed.
It was a lot of fun. But I don't remember the bars though, too. You know,
I know that was fun. That was fun. You know,
yeah,
just being young and shit.
yeah. Remember Travis and Carla?
Yeah, it was a long
Did
time ago.
you ever talk
That
to
was
them?
fun. This has been a while. I should reach out and say hi though, man. That'd be dope.
Yeah,
It's been so long,
yeah,
man.
yeah. They're fun people. Yeah, I heard they came out when they came out to LA one time. I think it's
Yeah.
like this was a long time ago, and they got robbed out here. And
Oh
they said
shit.
like never again. They're like coming back to LA. I don't know if that story is true or not, but that's what they said.
I hear people get robbed in LA all the time, man. Not LA, San Francisco.
Hmm.
I think there's a big homeless problem over there.
Yeah,
Partially scared to go back to America because of the news. There's too many robberies.
our news is pretty crazy. It's like we don't like highlight enough good things. It's always just like like what scares people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Probably overblown, but it's like
yeah,
it still scares me to tune into that. And
sure.
it's like, should I go back? Yeah. I, Texas is an option, you know. I'm from North Texas and I kind of want to go back and check out what's happening. Um, I was born in Texas, raised there,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
you know, California is where all the influences are in LA, you know.
yeah,
But I heard like no one films in Hollywood anymore, man, because it's too expensive or some shit.
yeah. I mean, other places offer tax credits to film studios to shoot in those locations. So and
Okay.
they offer like 25% tax rebates on the money
Mm,
that they spend in those other locations. So you have a lot of filming in Vancouver or Georgia or you know other
yeah.
states. New York sees some action, not as much.
Would you guys move anywhere else for Cali?
I spent like 4 years in New York City, and that was nice. But
Mm.
I like California. And I think Los Angeles is pretty cool. Um, we have no plans to move.
Mm. I
No.
heard a lot of
But
people are
that,
moving out to New York, right, to do films.
yeah,
Mm.
yeah. There's a lot of people that just moved out. There's a lot of people that moved to Colorado or Texas or wherever. Not necessarily for filmmaking, but just to get out of the state.
Man, that's unfortunate.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
Yo.
there's a high cost of living here, and taxes are
Mm.
high, and the population is really large. We've got 40 million people just in the state. Um,
Dude, that is wild, man. We got
uh,
23 million in Taiwan. You guys have 40 million in Cali.
in just one state. Yeah, yeah, it's a big
Shit.
state, but uh,
Yo, dude, dude, if we ever collabed, how would we do it? Like, you know what I'm saying? On like without being in the same place.
yeah, I think during like COVID there were like a few films that were made over Zoom.
Really? Dude,
Yeah,
what if like there was like like a scary story, dude? Do like some kind of like webcam, some scary shit.
oh, it's getting
I don't
Teddy
know.
excited. I can see the sparkle in his eye.
Yeah, nah,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
No, but like I'll be honest, like I think after having kids, my dreams changed. But like and then becoming an actor became like I must have to like a nice to have. And I don't know if it's normal for dreams to die, but it's like it's
I
okay,
don't
look,
know. You think they
it's not
die, or you
dead.
think they just get like shuffled back to the end of the line?
I don't know, man. I haven't made a skit in like forever, and it's like I feel like I've said everything I wanted to say through that medium.
Yeah,
But I got really sick of my face, and so I started making AI content.
sure.
It's like, but who knows, man? Do you have the same dreams?
Yeah, I say so. Yeah. Yeah,
That's
I mean, I
cool.
want to make another short film. My first one was all right. It turned out all right. I mean, you know, I was a bit hard on myself, after,
Mm.
the first one. Um, and, I just think like my second outing will be, I've learned a lot from the first one. So I feel like my second outing will be a lot smoother, a lot better. I won't spend as much money. Uh, I'll have like a clearer vision of what I want to say.
Yeah.
So, it's like, I mean, everything we do is just like we learn from it, right? And if we're not learning from the stuff that we did, then I don't know if we're actually going to get anywhere. We're just spinning our wheels or something. Uh,
Yeah.
so, I look at my first short film as like, it's like I paid to go to film school or something. Like that's what it felt like. We did a 3 day
Oh.
shoot.
Mm.
We did a 3 day shoot, and I spent more than $30,000 on it. That's like a a year at some colleges, right?
That's crazy, but that's awesome.
But I
I
feel
guess.
like I've got like 2, 3 years worth of experience just from doing that.
You see, that's better than going to college.
Right? It's like learn by doing, right? So
That's
yeah,
sick.
yeah,
That's sick, man. Yeah. So that's it, man. It's like, man, we're gonna be 50 in 9 years, dude.
hey,
Can
oh
you believe
dude, you
that?
got like 68 comments on your chat. I just noticed that.
Yeah. People just coming in and out.
That's cool.
I don't do these lives very much because I started a podcast, and I'm just gonna put this one in the podcast.
Yeah,
But yeah, send me like a picture of yourself, man, and I'll put it on the thumbnail. Me and you on the thumbnail, dude.
nice.
Unless you don't want to be on live, then I could just take it down, dude. I'm all
Yeah,
good, honestly.
yeah,
But yo, you'll be a star, bro.
yeah.
You'll be on YouTube and shit.
That's my little picture. Oh no, it's not focusing. There you go. Back in the day, that's me and my wife in Italy.
Oh shit,
Yeah, it's a long time
that's
ago.
sick, man.
This was like
Man, you
11,
well
12 years
traveled, man.
ago.
You've been everywhere.
Yeah, yeah, we did a lot of traveling back in the day. Yeah.
That's sick. Everywhere. I wish I was like going to France and Germany. I've only been to
Oh,
Spain. That's it though.
you been to Spain?
Yeah,
Yeah, Spain is cool.
Spain's
Barcelona,
dope.
Madrid, you know, Alhambra.
Madrid,
Did you
man.
go? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Wait, did you say you've been to Paris or not?
Nah, Spain is the only place I've been to. And the Germany airport doesn't count.
Okay.
You know, you just see everyone walking around. Come on. But like Barcelona, food is crazy.
Yeah, dude, it was great.
Um, China, Hong Kong, South Korea was really
Yeah,
nice.
yeah.
Yeah,
Where'd you go in
Seoul was
China?
really nice. Beijing, Shanghai,
Okay, I haven't been to
Shenzhen.
Shanghai. Beijing is cool though. I spent some time there. Yeah. You
Yeah,
ever go out west to like Kunming,
I want to.
Lake Erhai, Dali?
I should go say hi to you guys, man, sometime.
You gotta come to LA. Yeah, it's you. Last time you stayed with us, right? That was like
Yeah, that was fun.
8 years, 9 years ago.
Yeah, I always said like I'm
Yeah.
gonna make my way down there. I'm gonna make my way down there. Like I feel like I never made the jump, so I never really experienced life in that sense.
Sure.
But
You gonna come with the fam or what?
yeah, I would have to,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know. And then it's
You can
like,
go to Disneyland.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah. Or Disney World. What is it? Disneyland? Disneyland.
Nah,
Disney World.
Disneyland. I think only
Disneyland.
world isn't
It's in
is in
Florida.
Epcot Center in the fucking what's that? Orlando?
Yeah, yeah, it's in Florida. Yeah.
Mm. Dude, what time is it over there, man? Is it time for you to get your Z's?
It's 12:17. Just right after midnight. I'll probably be up in another 15, 20 minutes.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. I'm re-rendering a shot right now that I did for a movie called Flight Risk. Did you see it?
that sounds familiar.
It's like
Is
a
it on
new Mel.
Prime?
I don't know if it is. It's like a new Mel Gibson movie.
I heard of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Eh,
Yeah. I
that's
did a few
crazy.
shots for that film, and I'm just like, I was like, I got some time. Let me spruce them up. I'm gonna put them up soon.
Dude, Nick is a Hollywood veteran
Nah.
post production, you know what I'm saying? Dune is one of my favorite movies recently, man.
Nice. You watched
So
both of
good.
them?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I liked them. I liked them. They were cool.
Dude.
You're into that
Ah!
sci-fi.
What?
You love that sci-fi fantasy stuff.
I
Yeah.
fucking love that shit.
What'd you think of the Alita movie, Battle Angel? Because I
That
remember
was so long ago, bro.
used to read that manga, right?
Uh,
Did you read
I
that
guess.
manga? I remember.
Man, that was so long ago, man. Alita.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was like you could tell it's CGI, but it was dope as hell though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was dope as hell. Fucking big,
Yeah.
you know.
Big eyes. Yeah. She had
It was
really
good.
big
It was
eyes.
fun.
People were complaining. They're like, their eyes are too big. I'm like, dude, it's a fucking movie. Hey, chill out. Yeah. Yeah.
Was that Spielberg?
No, it was Robert Rodriguez.
No, I thought Spielberg did that one.
No, Robert Rodriguez, dude.
Yeah, he's a legend, dude.
Yeah.
He's the guy that did
He is a legend.
Antonio Banderas, right? The fucking what's it
Yeah.
called?
Desperado?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
I think Desperado. Yeah.
Yeah, that shit was legendary. Desperado.
Yeah. What's her name was in it? Selma Hayek. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
I wish like could make filmmaking great again, dude. I miss those movies, man.
I think
They were
you're right,
long.
though. I think you're right, Teddy. It starts with the script. You know.
Dude, it's so important.
You know.
Even Swingers, man. Like, it doesn't have to be long,
No, absolutely not.
you know. But
Yeah,
Swingers,
Swingers
like,
was great.
that was great. Like, the script was
Yeah.
so good. It's like reading it, I
Yeah.
was like,
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, you were really into that movie. So was I, though.
I watched it five
I,
five times, man. At
I
least.
probably haven't seen it since I saw it with you, maybe. You know.
Swingers.
Yeah, it is a great movie.
Vince Vaughn.
I mean, John
Have you seen Old
Favreau.
School?
Yeah, I've seen Old School. Yeah.
That's just funny, man.
You know what I think is a funny movie?
What's up?
What's that one song where Matt Damon shows up? He starts singing. Johnny doesn't know.
Is it Matt Damon and Ben Affleck?
It's like Euro Trip or something. Euro Trip.
Oh,
You
was it
ever
Road
seen
Trip?
that one? Euro
I
Trip.
think it's all Road Trip. There's like a bunch of those, right?
No, there's just one Euro Trip. Yeah,
Oh, Euro Trip.
Euro Trip. Yeah,
That's after Road Trip, right?
it was after Road Trip. Yeah, yeah.
Man. There was a whole Van Wilder series that was really good.
Yeah, Wilder.
Where they had that Indian guy play the guy from Harold and Kumar played the main character in
Yeah,
this. That was really good.
yeah,
Yeah, that was really good. Like that's the thing. Like, okay, I don't want to get back into the whole like diversity thing, but like, they used a side character and they created like a diverse, really good like sequel. It's like
Yeah.
it is like a spin-off sequel.
sure.
That was funny, man. Remember that one?
Yeah. I don't know if I saw it. No, no.
You
I
didn't?
did see. I
Okay.
did see Harold and Kumar go to White Castle though.
Oh, bro. Van
Uh,
Wilder. You know Van Wilder, right?
yeah, it wasn't Ryan Reynolds
Fucking
in
Deadpool.
that movie. Yeah,
It
Deadpool
was
was in
Deadpool,
it.
bro. And then and then one of the side characters was this Indian dude.
Yeah,
And that's the guy from Harold and Kumar.
yeah.
And then they took this guy
Yeah.
and they went a little diverse, right? And they made a spin-off movie and it was bussin', dude. It was good.
Yeah.
Dude, you have to watch it. It's funny as hell, man.
Okay. All right. All right. Yeah.
Like Harold and Kumar was that was a good movie.
Yeah. That was
Um
like, I think like early 2000s they had like a lot of good
yeah.
comedies. Jane Silent Bob Strike Back. You remember that? By Kevin Smith.
The Office. Really
The
good.
Office was good. Yeah.
Oh, no. Office
Not The
Space.
Office. Office Space. Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Not the
That was
not
good.
the TV show. The movie Office Space. Yeah.
I mean, The Office was good too. But
I like the British version. You seen that one?
was that
The
before?
OG. That was before,
No.
and I think they
Okay.
only had like one season of it or something.
Dude, I'm
Yeah.
sure a lot of people don't know that there was an Office before The Office.
Yeah, Ricky Gervais. You know, that's how he got big.
Shit.
Yeah.
Dude, do you think I should jump into mainstream media? Because that's mainstream media, right? Films and shit.
Is it? I don't know. I feel like the world has been flipped upside down. With
No, because like there are social media people that jump from this to
the
like
acting, right?
not just the acting. It's like you got people like Logan Paul and Jake Paul, right?
Sure.
Have you heard of those guys?
I
Paul
know.
brothers?
I know them. Aren't they a bunch
Yeah,
of
like
scammers?
I don't know. In this space, I don't know who is man, but like
Yeah.
they did a lot of okay, they were doing social media first. And
Sure.
then they entered like they went into different directions. Of course they both did like boxing and shit.
Yeah. Yeah. He fought.
That's
What's his
mainstream
name?
media.
Yeah.
And then now they have like
Floyd.
their own like they have their own reality TV show. I think it's either coming out or it's already out.
Yeah.
But like
I
yeah,
just
and
know
you're like,
CoffeeZilla really doesn't like the guy, right?
oh, you like
CoffeeZilla?
CoffeeZilla? Dude,
How?
CoffeeZilla's a beast, man.
I
Holy
feel like
shit.
that's like the only social that I really watch, to tell you the truth.
He blew up, man.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
does his homework.
yeah. Hey, do you watch this thing called the Y-Files?
No? No? What's that all about?
It's really good. It's like it's the only YouTube. It's like one of the few YouTube channels that I sit down and watch.
Okay.
Like I would actually sit down and watch it
Yeah.
because it's about like conspiracy, like UFOs,
Okay.
like the Earth, like hollow Earth, like,
Sure.
and it's so fun to watch.
Sure.
It's like
Yeah.
it's fun. Yeah,
I can get down with some UFOs, alien stuff.
dude.
Yeah.
It's fun. Check it out. It's called the Y-Files,
Sure.
and it's just this guy like narrating it, and then he's got like all this B-roll and stuff. It's really good.
Yeah. What do you think? Aliens exist? Yes? No?
There's different directions that I can go down, right? So one is like, okay, we are the aliens. Okay, we were brought here by another race that created us.
Okay.
While we were here,
something I
or
haven't heard
we
before.
came here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the ancient astronaut kind of thing, where it's
Okay.
like there were a superior race of beings that came from outside of Earth that brought us to Earth, or that created us while we were on Earth.
Sure.
And then there's like, okay, God could have created us. I'm a Christian, so it's like maybe I'll bias towards that. I don't know, right?
Mhm.
Because I don't know how religious I am right now.
Yeah.
But it's like, and then this is like, we are time travelers from the future, and like, we've already reached that point where like we can come back in time.
Sure.
And so we're bringing intelligence back here, and we're creating the computer, we're creating AI and stuff.
Okay.
So there are humans that are further on in the thread of time that
Sure.
would appear as aliens to us,
Okay.
but they're just coming back in time to do shit.
Okay.
That's a
Interesting.
possibility.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think?
What do I think? Uh, you know, I think I like the evolution theory. That's kind of like, I'm jiving with that one. Do I believe that there's other living things in the universe? Absolutely. Absolutely. The universe is huge.
Hmm.
It's huge. We can't even comprehend how big it is. So, yeah. Yeah, they're aliens. Absolutely. Did you hear about like the whole New Jersey UFO scare? There's drones flying around New Jersey. Did that make the news over in Taiwan?
I mean, it was all over. It was all over X.
Yeah, it was all over X. Yeah.
Different perspectives.
Sure.
There was one form of drone called a UAP that are
Yeah.
actually fallen angels from the heavens.
What? I didn't hear that.
Yeah,
That's
that was
crazy.
crazy. Where it's like they're
Yeah.
actually demons
Hmm.
that shapeshift or whatever. They don't exist only in this dimension,
Sure.
but when we see them and feel them
Yeah.
and hear them, we can only do it to the extent of our physical abilities that we were born or created with, right?
Sure. Right.
So we could only see,
Yeah.
right? But like, and then there's like another kind of drone that was chasing these UAPs that are
Yeah.
actually from our government, like some kind of black box program or some shit.
Right. Yeah.
And then there's like a war between the drones.
That's
Not really drones,
interesting.
but it's like one is like an organic drone, like an organoid. Wait,
Yeah.
yeah, they're called organoids or something, right? Whereas like they're organic machines, and then there's
Sure.
ours, which is just like sounds like some sci-fi shit. Even the footage
It
looks
does.
crazy.
Yeah.
And then there's also theories like, okay, well that's just another drone from another country,
Right.
and then we're chasing them out,
Right.
and then they have their black box drone program that we don't know about.
Sure. Sure.
Yeah, there's some crazy shit happening.
I think the government like came out and said that like, oh, these drones had permission to fly, which kind of alludes to they knew what the drones were. And then there's other parts of the government that said we chased down these drones and we couldn't catch them. They were too fast for us. So we don't know what they were.
Yeah, I mean they could say like,
Yeah.
now we're finding out that there's a conspiracy that like after the JFK files were released, Oswald whatever didn't even kill JFK.
Hmm.
So now there's like, okay, well the government can say one thing until they release more information
Sure.
and you read it yourself, and it's like, oh well,
Yeah.
maybe it's not aliens, or maybe it is. So just take everything with a grain of salt, I guess. What the government says. I don't
Absolutely.
know.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
the UFO thing was weird. People say we're living like in the end times. And also some believe that we've been living in the end times the entire time
Hmm.
after Jesus resurrected, if you're religious. Is your family Roman Catholic?
No, we're Russian Orthodox, which is a subset of um, a Christian religion.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Cool.
yeah, but I'm not religious. I think
Yeah.
you knew that.
I mean, yeah, so that's kind of like an inspiration for like some stuff I've been working on with the AI stuff is like
Yeah,
creating like creatures and shit and like
yeah,
creating
that's cool.
backstories for them,
Yeah,
like finding them in this place existing outside of our solar system.
yeah.
It's like weird cryptid shit. Um, but yeah, man. Do you have Steam? You do. You play what that Apex, right?
Yeah, I used to play Apex with Tet, and
Yeah, we should do a live stream, dude. I was
oh
I
yeah,
was talking about setting it up or like some kind of like
yeah.
rap thing. I could definitely do a rap thing, like a little rap battle.
We
Be
should do
fun.
a rap battle. Yeah, that'd be fun.
Hold
That
on,
would be
let
fun.
me see if I can. Can I make? I don't know if you could hear my instrumental if I pull it up.
Oh, you made an instrumental? Teddy made?
With AI?
Oh, you did. God,
I use
I
it.
love using AI for everything.
Yeah, I'm,
It'll
I'm crazy with it.
sprinkle AI onto your dinner.
Let me see if you can hear this. Hold on. Can you hear it?
Yeah,
Can you
this is
hear it?
like sci-fi or something. Yeah,
Yeah, it is. It
yeah,
is
yeah.
not
Definitely.
what I want to play this today. Let me see if I can get a file that's actually a beat, and then we could try to do a finish off with a freestyle or something.
Oh,
Um,
it's cool.
see this. See this. Nah, too experimental. Oh, this is all right. I don't know what you think. It's all right.
I can't hear it.
Oh, you can't hear it?
No, no, I can't hear it.
This one?
It was working earlier. I don't know what's up. No.
Hold on. Now?
Mm-mm. It's weird.
No?
No, can't hear it.
Oh, I know why. Oh my lord.
Yeah.
I know why.
Why?
I have to download it,
Oh,
and then I can play it.
cool.
Sorry.
It's
Let's
okay.
let's make it happen.
They won't let you live stream the song. Like they just know.
All right.
All right, let's hear it.
It's playing.
Okay. I hear something.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Is there any way
Go.
you could turn it up a
Go.
little bit?
Go.
Can you turn it up a little
Yeah.
bit? Nice.
Like that?
Okay. Yeah. I straight spit. It's getting late, kid. You know what I did. I'm flaming. I ain't got no ego. I'm just gaming. Apex Legends. It's the same old. Hey, and you know where I'm from? Azerbaijan, down in Baku, and I'm coming for you. I got my crew. Teddy, what you gonna do? Yeah, we chillin'. And I ain't acting like no villain. I'm killing the microphone. I'ma leave you home alone. Get you on the phone. Hey, Teddy, go.
Yeah. I hear you. Yo, Teddy on the mic. It's a sunny, sunny day. Money don't play. I'm in Taiwan, but Nick's in LA. You know that I'll be playing with clay, making my art using AI. You know that I'm fly, all up in the sky, dropping bird shit from my ASS. Don't you know that I do not address you directly? I'm like an AI robot. I'm spectral. What the hell? The beat just dropped. Passing the mic to Nick. Let's rock.
Okay. What? What? All right. Teddy's looking like he on something right now. Pass it around. Getting fun now. He got orange hair like a carrot.
Yeah.
Teddy.
Yeah.
Hold on,
Yeah.
hold on, hold on.
All
No,
right. All right. All right.
no, no, no. No. That was whack. Yeah.
That's what's up. That was dope. That was dope as hell.
I don't know about that. We need a new beat. That beat. That beat just
Hey
like
yo,
freaked out.
hey yo, send me a picture of yourself, man, and I'm gonna put it up on the thumbnail, and then you can watch it. Go watch on YouTube and shit.
Picture, huh? Okay.
Yeah. But I gotta jump off right now.
Okay.
I gotta take care of something. But yo, man, it's
Hey.
been fun.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can do this again.
Teddy.
Touch base again sometime. You know what
Sounds
I'm
good,
saying?
man. Sounds good. It's been good to see you.
It's good to see you too, man.
Yeah.
Nick is like one of the oldest people I don't want to say oldest people. It's like one of the people I've known for some of the how do you say my English got so much worse here. It's one
I noticed you talking to your wife the other day. You guys talking English, huh?
yeah, we do like a
Speak.
mix. It
Okay.
depends on like the feeling.
Okay.
You know? Yeah.
Yeah. The
Yeah,
feeling.
English mostly.
Yeah.
You too, right?
Yeah, we speak in English. Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta do like some Chinese live stream sometime. Just speaking Chinese. 你好
Yeah.
ma. 我很好，谢谢。再见。
你好，我叫Nika. That's all. That's all I got.
Yo.
So,
All right, Nick.
all right.
I mean, we'll talk soon, man.
All
Just
right.
send it over by email, and I'll have the thumbnail up like in a couple minutes, and then we'll do
Cool.
like, I'll you can watch yourself.
One on.
All right,
See ya.
all right, man.
Good night.
Catch up soon. All right.
Peace.
Take care.
Bye.
Peace. Bye.